First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there is only up to go. And we wanna thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Everyone knows that jail is a serious matter. Us here at Tales from the Jails, we are offering something special to anyone who is currently in prison, on their way to prison, and actually those who are returning from prison. We're offering consultation to anyone who's threatened with prison, in prison, and like I said, and who are coming home from prison. We have Zoom consultations to help you with your prison bid. For those who are going to prison, don't know about prison, don't know what to expect, don't know if it's going to be, all these horror stories you hear, all these things. We tell you what exactly to expect. We give you consultation on how to deal with these difficulties of prison. It could be through Zoom. It can be in person, where we talk to you in person. We do intense prison preparation. We also offer business management for those who are incarcerated. We also do post-prison consultations. So if you're ever looking for consultation, you want to know what's going on, want to be prepared to go in, like you want to be prepared to come home, contact Tales from the Jail. That's talesfromthejail.com. Talesfromthejail.com. You see it right here. Talesfromthejail.com. Reach out to us today.
Expose your business to millions of potential consumers and clients. If no one knows who you are, you don't make any money. Put your logo here. Add your business here. They say when you're green, you're
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on?
Let's see what's up with the people today.
How was y'all weekend, man? How was everybody's weekend? Did y'all, have a good time this weekend, hang out with the family and, just chill, stay free. Nobody ain't go to jail. Ain't nothing crazy happen.
Hopefully they didn't, but this you got to worry about every weekend of losing your freedom or losing your life over some foolishness. But next weekend will be the weekend that people will be tested. It will be alcohol flowing from establishment to establishment, home to home, people partying due to the Super Bowl being played. So the next weekend,
the Super Bowl,
yes,
Super Bowl already passed already, yeah.
I was just reading something. Oh, I'm going crazy, man.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl, bro?
No, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, bro. I ain't even watched the Super Bowl. You sit there. That's why you looking at me like that. The Super Bowl. I ain't even watched the Super Bowl or nothing.
Super Bowl.
Because somebody just put up a post about Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl was 2 weeks ago, man. Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah, like I told you, I'm work lagged, y'all. Y'all got to pardon me.
Yeah, that was a crazy statement. I don't know what's going on with him, y'all.
that was super bad on my part.
Yeah, man. So we got some special news, man. I don't know if we want to break the news right now. We could probably make y'all wait.
No. I just make them wait. Yeah, don't see that. You can't hold water, man. You never could hold water since we was kids. That's why I'm glad you ain't never catch no case when we was breaking law. Because I don't know what you did. I ain't saying you would've, but you can't hold water. You trying to tell them people already. Now they gonna be all. Now they gonna be in the chat. What's going on? Feek, talk to me because Black acting crazy. No, just chill.
Yeah.
Just chill. Give him your man. Just chill, man. Since he didn't let the cat a little bit out the bag, we got some very exciting content for you guys coming. But you're gonna have to chill.
What's up, dark skin beauty? How you doing? So
Yeah, that was
somebody
not on duty.
somebody in the
Dark
chat.
skin beauty, how I'm doing?
Somebody.
Wow,
Somebody in the chat.
correct that. Okay, well, make sure you line that up right to who it was supposed to go to.
That's somebody
Because all
in
I
the
know, I was done my sentence, and you was like, "Well, what's up, dark skin beauty? What we got going on?"
Yeah, I think he might
That
have
sound like some old tales from the jails right there, man. You come on now, tighten up,
Super
feet.
Bowl next week.
Yeah, look, you try to get it back off you. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but look, man. So before we get into that, I know we spoke about a lot of things on the podcast. A few from every aspect of prison. But somebody asked me something like,
What they ask you?
the other day I was out and it's like, yo, you ain't talk about this, man. Like you gotta talk about the rodents.
We talk about the rodents all the time.
I
the
don't remember
mice and
talking
stuff.
about them.
Yeah,
They-
we talked
they
about the
talking about-
mice and all that. Rodents ain't at every jail though.
Yeah.
Especially federal system.
The brother named shout out to oh man, what's the brother name? But I seen him.
Yeah, but that's not really nothing.
Okay,
Okay, you got little roaches and little rats, but that's
he was saying how they bite you and leave big
what?
like some people that got bit in jail.
By what? You probably a
no.
spider bite or something
No,
like
he
that.
said like mice and stuff.
No,
like that.
mice. I ain't never heard of a case. I've been in there forever. I ain't never heard of a dude getting bit by mice and it get out of. No,
He said
mice.
dudes had to go to medical, like they waking up with
No, dudes gets what goes on in jails. Bites be spider bites.
Oh, okay.
And then them joints get real big and it'll be a hole inside of the wound, the fat pussiness and all that. And it'll be spider bites. You know, they give you the proper medication, what they call it, antibiotic, the proper antibiotic to go, to clean it out, whatever, and it goes away. But other than that, it's not few in the state anyway. It's not a whole lot of old jails. Now the old jails, them joints is being shut down and re-renovated like that. But you using novels to use as door stoppers. So you got, boom, you'll find 4 or 5 books that's damn near the same size and measure them up and put them down at the door underneath the door. So you can block that from there, but the rodents is not something that everybody is worried about in prison. Like you do have, like Lewisburg was out of pocket. That was the worst facility I ever been in with rodents, and they went in there and fixed that up because Lewisburg went through a whole bunch of changes. That's one of the biggest USPs in the United States. It's in Pennsylvania. They turned it from a USP to a dropout yard. And a dropout meaning anybody that was a gang member, GD, Vice Lord, Crip, Blood, or Serrano, whatever gangs that there is, and if dudes dropped out the gang, usually that's detrimental to a dude, well-being in prison. So what they did was they made one jail and call it a dropout yard. So if you was going to this jail and was designated to Lewisburg, people will know that he's an ex-gang member, and the gang members on his line, that dude that's going to Lewisburg, so they're sending him to a jail, whereas there's all ex-gang members, but they can't walk the yard freely. Because whatever yard they go to, dudes, they might got tats, remnants of the gang that they was running in or whatever, or word of mouth travel faster than the body. So you'll get to another institution thinking you cool.
Yeah, go to a quick commercial break. Huh? All right, go to a commercial break.
Yeah, pardon that, y'all. We apologize that we was trying to fix some technical difficulties, but like I was just saying, man, about the rodents inside of jail. The worst horrible experience that I had with rodents was going through Lewisburg Transit. And Lewisburg has been going through some. I've been to Lewisburg, but when I went back through there for my violation, which was about a year and a half ago, they pretty much cleaned Lewisburg all the way up. You know, it needed. You know, when you got them type of infestations, you just need a good exterminator to come through. But I haven't been to too many jails that was infested, and I've been to a couple old jails, Raybrook. All these jails is older jails, like no AC. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will catch that and keep it in the cell, and somebody will kill you if they caught that and made that a friend of theirs, an ally of theirs, because dudes in there with a whole lot of time, man, the smallest thing, a dude to find a rock, right? A rock. And we talking about an insect right now. We talking about a prey menace, but I'm just telling you how much love a dude to give something that is absolutely irrelevant. A rock that's smaller than the rest, but it's shaped like a star or something. They'll take that rock and go back to the unit and clean it up with the spiders. They was catching with buckets, meaning they will have a regular, like a paint bucket that's empty, that's been used for painting or whatever. But you know, they keep them around for like, they use regular empty buckets for, you know, just you could use a bucket for something, dude. This how big the legs was on it. I'm talking about they gotta catch it with a bucket. The guards will tell you, like at certain times of the day, be careful going near the fences and all that, because they got little lizards, and that's the only jail I've been to that had like real live wildlife. Like,
You know, we went out and interviewed Queso's father. Everybody know about that case with Queso.
down Jacksonville, Florida.
Where his dad told on him, you know, due to, you know, circumstances, saying, you know, a lot of things. He kind of breaks the silence and everything and gives us the whole story, the whole scenario, the whole breakdown. But we wanted to tell y'all, but you know, this building that we're in right now is having some technical difficulties. But I want to be clear. We got Queso's father, Abdul Hakim, who's going to be on Tales from the Jails this Thursday.
AKA Blue. That's what he likes to be referred to as.
Yeah, Blue gonna be on Tales from the Jails, man. But we want to thank y'all, man, for tuning in and actually rocking with us. But just that, unfortunately, due to the circumstances, we may have to cut this stream short, you know, because we aren't, you know, our internet services is acting up really.
At an alarming rate. We're not bringing you this content to glamorize or glorify prison in any way, shape, or form. Prison is the most despicable, besides death, despicablest thing that can happen to mankind, man, whether you in there because of it was a good cause or because of a foolish cause. We're bringing you this. We're bringing you aspects. Not everybody goes to prison and is a man. And when I say that, meaning not everybody go to prison and keep their mouth shut. If they was out there breaking law and they standing 10 toes down, like y'all like to stay stand 10 toes down, I stood on it. No, everybody don't do that in there. Everybody don't go in there and stay a heterosexual. You have dudes that go in there heterosexual and come out a homosexual. I'm not against that, but prison will do that to you. So we're bringing you every aspect that we can find to unravel, to bring to y'all, to bring to the forefront, to the kids, to the grown-ups, to the older people, to the women. This is what we're pumping down y'all throats, where you don't have to take that course of travel. If possible. That's all, man. That's all it is, and we're going to keep giving it to you.
I see Justin coming in there and going in on him already. Yeah, yeah, y'all. Unfortunately, we can't really get into too much, you know, because of the internet situation. But yeah, man, y'all gonna have a lot of time to give y'all opinions once y'all see the actual interview. Y'all gonna,
the people know what I'm talking about.
yeah, man. So, you know,
When my man Justin Porter said, "Nah, how you rat on your son? I have two. I couldn't imagine, bro. He is sucker, man." You know, that's, you know, get it. I'm not saying we don't hold your own weight. And with this, man, you know, having an interview with this dude from me, because I'm learning too as I'm interviewing. I give him his platform to stand on to explain his part. I understand to a certain degree, but I'm still like, that's your son, bro. That's your son, and you'll see it more as you watch the content when we release it. But
and also, I'm gonna cut you. Go ahead. Also, we have the first initial conversation between Brahim and Blue.
Yeah,
Before the actual interview even started, we got a crazy phone conversation which led to the interview. So we kind of walk y'all through everything, man. It's gonna be dropping. That phone call gonna be dropping tonight. You know what I mean? It's gonna be dropping for everybody to listen to it. And here we're gonna upload it tonight, and y'all can listen to the phone conversation. Y'all can also see it on Instagram as well. It's gonna be up there as well tonight. So you know, we got a real busy week.
Man, we got an array of content for you guys. And we feel great letting you guys know. Again, man, we're telling you that with this prison life, man, it ain't no picks, man. Once a dude got to fend for himself, and whether he going left or right, he going to fend for himself. It could be your friend, a dude you called your brother. It could be your brother. It could be your mother. We're showing you evidence that your own siblings, the people that birthed you will give you up and send you to jail, man, if it get crunchy. Don't think it's a game. Don't think it can't happen to you. And we're going to give you facts that it do happen.
So how do you feel? How do you feel like after, like, I mean, how do you feel after like interviewing him? How was your thought process after, like, about him as a man? Like, how did you feel about him?
It's still the same way, but I understand slightly. But it's still the same way because I'm not into telling. I'm not into telling regardless of how it went and how he explained it went. I don't want to give too much up for the audience. I want y'all to go look. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, I understand, but still, that's your son. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's on that tip.
All right, what would you say to his son who's out here acting crazy?
Oh, I grind him up, and I don't want to get into how I would grind him up because that's going to give the fans an inkling of what was said.
Yeah.
But I would definitely grind. If I was Queso dad and that transpired, what y'all going to see, yeah, I'll go stark mad in that joint. Stark mad. Especially if I had a chance to see him. You know, we ain't separated. I'm walking past his holding cell, or he might be on a unit across from me. Yeah, I'm going to give him all gas. All gas. But I ain't going to, because I can see myself, I'm going to say something that I ain't supposed to say as far as what went on in the actual recordings of what we was doing with Queso's father, which is Blue.
Yeah.
Abdul Robinson.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, these situations do arise. But for me, after like interviewing him, you know, and the things that he said, you know, during the interview, it made me realize that, you know, two things. One, the father was a product of his environment, and his child ended up being a product of his environment. And this ultimately led to the demise of the child more so than the father. And the father had a lot of, you know, issues with the law as well. But
Not to cut you off. Yeah, everybody. It's like 3 or 4 people that just said all you got to do is log off and log back on, and everything gonna be straight. But I see about 3 people already said that's what they did, and the audio is straight now. But what you were saying, bro?
yeah, so it was like, you know,
Everybody doing that now, letting the kids, you know, just have their way. I had to, you know, have a long talk with my significant other, man, about her, you know, situation. Kids, like, you can't. I know you want to raise them the best you want to raise them. So in turn, when you want to do that, you'll let things slide. You know what I mean? Because the one thing about kids is users. This is what my mom told me, and I believed that before she died. Kids use you to a certain point in life. Dad, oh mom, I got A's and B's. Look, I get allowance money. Everything is for something. Kids use us all the way till they get older and start fending for themselves. If you really think about it, Feek,
it's growing users as kids. You know what I mean? Your kids will be grown still.
Kids
rewarded for their efforts.
That's the other shoe that fell.
I mean, because you're
if I'm being real, which I always am, no.
I mean, you get mad.
But you shouldn't have them. That shouldn't be took it out all week.
I mean, I think women have a difficult.
Where pitfalls at for a woman is getting caught up off these no good. Where pitfalls at for a woman is getting caught up off these no good men. You know, a girl gets 16, 15, hello, down and had to talk like, listen, you got to get married, and these dudes don't want nothing to take it from me, right?
Yeah.
And that's valuable information that they mothers, which is your. That's all. Man need to be there for man and woman, man. More so for them boys out here in Philadelphia, the inner city of Philadelphia, but he has to be there for them daughters just as equally, man.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I think anyway. A man.
I think, children.
And this is no disrespect to the women raising these beautiful boys and beautiful girls out there, because y'all doing a damn good job. But the job can't be completed unless a man is there.